All right, man. I seen a trade proposal. I think it was on Piston Power. I could be wrong. Shout out to them, even if it wasn't. And shout out to who it was. About possibly trading the 5th pick for Mikal Bridges. Now, Mikal Bridges averaged over 20 points this year, getting traded from Brooklyn to Phoenix. And between the two, I think he averaged 26 points in Brooklyn, 17 point some points in Phoenix. He's been around the 37-38% mark, 3-point wise. So he right there. You know, showing the ability to be able to get his own shot. I don't know if he wants to go. I don't think he wants to regress, especially helping lead Brooklyn to the playoffs and kind of come here and kind of be a 3-and-D guy. But he getting around 21, 23, $24 million the next few years. So he signed extension in Phoenix. But let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Now, you know, I mean, honestly, I think I prefer Cam Johnson. I don't know. It's a good one. I think Cam Johnson a better shooter. I think Mikal Bridges got a better body, and he shows some other things. So, from the standpoint, they got both. I'm not gonna compare them right now, but they both got their pros and cons, kind of for this fit. And you know, I think Mikal Bridges kind of tasted where I'm averaging over 20+ points a game. You know, and I come to Detroit. You know, I'm the veteran in the locker room, but I don't want to pound the ball. But that's not what we need. That's why I said Cam Johnson better to catch and shoot. You see Houston Rockets kind of on the same tip. They're interested in Cam Johnson. They know what they need around their young core, you know, and they have interest in a few guys. I can't remember them all, but they know what they need around their young core. And I don't really think shooting is an issue in Houston. Well, it might be, because I'm not sure how good a shooter they backcourt is. I mean, you can bring James Harden back, it look like, Jabari Smith. So I don't know. But they definitely need defense, and we definitely need defense, and shooting is an issue here with us. But one issue that we don't have that they do have, they got a lot of guys that need the basketball, especially if you add James Harden to it. We got a lot of guys who, in Ivy and Cade and Duran, who don't necessarily need the basketball to be effective, and that's one thing you like, especially if you put them in an offense where they're able to slash and do some things off the ball, or a lot of movement. But yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think it was like Marvin Bagley in the 5th for, Mikal Bridges to make the contract stick for the 5th pick. I'm not sure what direction Brooklyn really want to go in. I talked about, or will talk about, don't know what order I'm gonna put these videos up in, because new things come up, bump videos, you know how it go, or yeah, maybe y'all don't. But yeah, I talked about, possibly trading Bojanovic to Dallas for the 10th pick and some, depending on what Dallas can fetch with the 10th pick and what they trying to do. You hear they interested in, what's the kid's name? Anthony Davis. You hear Boston might blow it up. So, like I said before, it'd be interesting. But yeah, I'd definitely be interested in that. You hear Houston is also getting, offers about the 4th pick. Multiple offers. Don't know, they say, well, they receiving offers, but they're not saying how, great those offers are, and what they entail for those offers. I imagine maybe James Harden might be, sign and trade for James Harden might be in the move for that 4th pick. But then again, if he gonna come anyway and we got the money, why trade the 4th pick? And we can, probably package Jalen Green in the 4th pick and get something concrete like Jaylen Brown going back down there with Ime Udoka. But with Mikal Bridges, yeah, I like it. The question is he kind of going to want to kind of go far back into the 3-and-D type guy, or do you want to kind of be the guy, kind of win some games, lose some games there, and, or could you stagnate his minutes and where, he can be out there with the 2nd unit and take as many shots as he wants to. I don't know kind of what he wants, but he definitely a guy who shoot it well enough, who defended really, really good. He kind of guy you kind of went out there, and I think it don't hurt for him to be able to show that he could put the ball on the ground, especially when you need a bucket. When you need a bucket, you got, Cade that can get a bucket, you got Ivy that can get a bucket, and they unselfish as hell. You got Bridges that can get a bucket. So, I mean, it's interesting. I think he adds to the dynamic of them being and trying to match up with Milwaukee and be a long team, pause. So yeah, you got a lot of length there between Duran, Bridges. Backcourt is above league at, well, way above, or probably in the top 5% out of backcourt height, with Cade Cunningham being 6'6" and probably still growing, Cade Cunningham being 6'4", so you got a bigger backcourt right then and there. So then, your only question then would be, if you're able to do that, then, your final piece at the 4. Who would you be able to get at the 4? Now, could you say, could we do what Phoenix did and put Bridges and Cam Johnson there, and could they defend 3 and 4s? I mean, yeah, that's possible, especially when you got Wiseman, and you got Wiseman and possibly keeping Bagley or finding somebody else along with Jalen Duren. You can just match up accordingly. So yeah, it is a scenario in which, hey, maybe you could get both. Maybe you trade for Bridges and you're able to pay Cam Johnson, but that's a lot of money being tied up, into 2 of those things. But one thing about it is they both don't need the basketball effective. They both gonna stretch the floor, but and one reason, like I said, I'm kind of sour on Kyle Kuzma, because he don't shoot the ball at a high clip. He don't shoot the 3 at a great clip. He more of a scorer than a shooter. But like I said, he don't shoot the ball, his 3-pointer at a good percentage. And then again, he don't defend nothing. One thing about Cam Johnson and Bridges, they do defend. But yeah, I mean, let's say, were you interested in Miles Bridges too? Yeah, the shooting is becoming an issue, but I think he was improving. But if you okay with the other bull job that's going on with him, I mean, he could play the 4. He played some 4 there too. I mean, PJ Washington available. I don't know how you feel about him, but I think, and I still, a lot of people don't like I said it, but I still like Porzingis. His ability to defend, get out on the perimeter, shoot, and that'll be a nice mix. You'll be a big, athletic, rangy team with Bridges, Porzingis, Duren, Cade, and Ivy. You'll a lot better shooting team when you bring Bridges and Porzingis in, or anybody. I don't know who else out there that you can get at the 4. I don't have the list in front of me, but yeah, I definitely would trade the 5th pick for Mikal Bridges. And some, obviously, I don't know, what else, But then again, if you could turn around and you want to get rid of Bogdanovich, I could turn around and take that Bogdanovich, turn him to the 10th pick. You still probably get somebody you really, really like. So I like the Cam Whitmore kid from Villanova. Y'all know how I feel about Jet Howard and Monty Bates. Bonnie probably gonna go a little bit later, but he been balling. But but yeah, it could be a plethora of guys, that's available. Here Boston might blow it up. Orlando got a surplus of guards and guys they might be getting rid of. Dallas, you don't know what's gonna happen with Kyrie. I mean, Houston could be moving some of their, surplus of guards. People talk about Jordan Poole and also Trae Young. They could do some things. We had our eye on John Collins for a while. He can rebound and he give you solid 15, 18, and 10 guys. So yeah, who knows? But like I said before, for me to want to shift Cade to the 3 spot and make him a point forward, then like I said before, you gotta be the guard that you bringing in. Like, you gotta be sure that shit gonna work. You gotta be sure it's gonna work. So don't forget OG anybody. Maybe he could be traded too. But Mikal Bridges, yeah, I like him a lot, and Cam Johnson a lot. But Trae Young could be on the move. You can imagine Trae playing the 1, or Trae playing off guard, and Ivy and K trying to feed him. The Pistons got the firepower to make it work, to be honest. But hey, it is what it is. I'll do Mikal Bridges for the 5th round pick. So yeah, I'll do that. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole 9. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.